What's an example of breaking the bro code or girl code that ended up for the best? It started with a ring, a really beautiful, antique-looking engagement ring sitting at the bottom of a bathroom trash can. I was at this engagement party for a coworker of mine. Her name was Lena. We weren't super close, but close enough that I got invited. The kind of work friend you eat lunch with, but don't tell your secrets to. Her fiancé was this golden boy type.
Tom.
The kind of guy everyone likes on site. The kind of guy who remembers your name, holds the door, brings flowers to your desk on your birthday, even though you barely know him. I didn't even like him that much because people like that always feel too perfect. Anyway, this was at a rented venue downtown, really fancy rooftop, fairy lights, all that. I went to the bathroom halfway through because my heels were killing me and I wanted a second to sit down and breathe. While I was in there, I noticed the trash can was kind of weirdly full for an event like this. Curiosity got me. I glanced inside, and that's when I saw it. The ring. Same one Lena had been flashing around the office for weeks. I recognized it instantly. Vintage gold band, emerald center stone. No way it was just a coincidence. I stared at it for what felt like forever, trying to figure out if I was imagining it. And then, as I was washing my hands, I heard someone come in. It was Lena. She didn't see me right away. She went straight to the mirror, wiped her face like she'd been crying, and just whispered to herself, "Okay, you can do this. Just smile. Just one more night." That's when she noticed me. Our eyes met in the mirror, and I swear, I've never seen so much panic in someone's face. I didn't say anything, just left. Days passed. I convinced myself it wasn't my business. But then, weird things started clicking together. How she always had this tight smile around Tom. How she flinched when he touched her lower back at the party. How she kept glancing at the exits like she was looking for a way out. So I reached out, invited her for coffee. I didn't plan some big intervention. I just said, "You seemed off the other night. You okay?" She stared at me for a long time. Then she said, "You wouldn't understand." And that was it. She shut down, changed the subject, and we spent the rest of the coffee break talking about work. I thought that was the end of it, that I'd crossed a line for nothing. But a few weeks later, she called me, out of the blue, late at night. "I'm sorry I was cold before," she said. "I just didn't think anyone noticed." And that's when she let it spill. How Tom wasn't abusive in ways you could see. No bruises, no yelling, but in ways that made her feel like she was shrinking. How he made her feel guilty for needing space. How he decided what she wore, who she could see, how much she could spend. How she felt like she couldn't even breathe without his permission. And the worst part, she'd tried to leave.
Twice.
The first time, he showed up at her parents' house crying, begging, promising to change. The second time, he convinced her friends she was being dramatic, and they guilt her into taking him back. That's when I broke girl code. I didn't just listen. I didn't just nod and say, "I'm here if you need me." I told someone, her sister, a woman I didn't even know. I tracked her down on social media and sent a message I rewrote 100 times before hitting send. "Lena needs you. She's scared. Please come."
Her sister flew in that weekend.
Lena told me later what happened. How her sister booked a hotel room so they could meet in secret, away from Tom's watchful eye. How they spent the whole night making a plan, mapping out what Lena needed to take, what accounts to close, what lies she'd tell to get out without setting him off. It took everything she had. She left her apartment while he was at work, changed her number,
Quit her job.
moved across the country. She had to rebuild her whole life from scratch.